Hello, festival goers of the internet. I'm the Festival Finesser, and we are back for another lineup review today. We are talking about Ubbi Dubbi Music Festival 2021, and this video is going to be relevant for about 30 days because that's when the festival is going down, and I feel like no one's really going to be watching or talking about the lineup after the festival happens, and I'm probably not going to be there to vlog it, but you guys are asking for it, and as you guys know, FF is for the people. So with that being said, we're going to be discussing the lineup in depth after the intro. Let's get it.
Can I get a year?
I'm the Festival Finesser.
Finesse gang, can I get a year? What's good, everybody? I'm the Festival Finesser. For those of you guys who do not know who I am, what up? Hello, welcome to my channel. This is a channel that revolves around music festivals and live music going experiences with a focus and concentration on dubstep and rhythm. If you are not following me at a festival day by day when they come back, you are probably following me at a show in New York, New Jersey, Philly when they come back. And if you're not following me at a show or festival when they come back, you're probably sitting with me here at this desk getting life hacks, trick tips, festival reviews, lineup reviews, EDM news, controversial debates, and basically any other words of advice I can give to you guys to make sure you can have the best festival going experience possible. Today we're talking about Ubbi Dubbi, which is happening very soon. It is March 27th when I'm making this video, and this festival is going down Saturday and Sunday, April 24th and 25th, somewhere in Texas. I don't know where. Ennis, Texas this year at the Texas Motorplex. This is a 2-day festival, and it is a camping festival as well. They have a bunch of camping options, tent only, car camping, RV. This is a festival that has always kind of been on my radar. I love the branding, and I just like the concept. Multiple stages. It seems like a very legit and just kind of just nice festival, you know what I'm saying? For whatever reason, this festival has always just caught my attention, and today we're going to be talking about the lineup. Now, before we take an in-depth look at the 2021 lineup, guys, I do want to take a look at last year's lineup and do a quick side-by-side comparison so you guys can get an idea of what artists we lost from 2020 and what artists kind of replaced them for 2021. So these artists in black are the artists we lost here on the left side from 2020, and those artists are Bruno Furlan, Camel Fat, Dom Dalla, Frankie Wah, Fury, Gammer, Io, rest in peace, Kyle Watson, Lucy, Murata, Sosa, Tiga, and Whipped Cream. But the artists we gained in 2021 that kind of acted as replacements for these artists are Bilo, Boogie T, DJ Tennis, Easy Baked, Gasly, LP Giabi, Luke Andy, Morton, Omnom, Seth Troxler, Wooly, and Yolanda Be Cool, all new artists in addition for 2021. The remaining artists were both booked in 2020 and 2021. And I do want to mention here before we get into the lineup, it does have a note about 75% capacity and masks required. So this is the point of the video where I remind you guys that just because this festival is happening does not mean it's safe. I don't even know what kind of guideline Texas has. Just because it's legal, just because it's happening does not mean it's safe. Please wear a mask. Please be respectful of everybody around you. The more we do that, the more likely festivals can happen. And if you're someone that doesn't agree with this, or you're not going to go because you feel uncomfortable or you think it's irresponsible or wrong, please do not shit on people because that is just energy we don't need in the scene, and we're all getting tired of it, and cancel culture just needs to end. So just let it rock, you know what I'm saying? And with that being said, let us get into this 2021 lineup. So kicking it off, we have 13, who I actually don't know anything about. And then we get into Adventure Club, who I keep seeing on a bunch of lineups, because I have done 3 lineup reviews already, and they have been on all of them, and I have looked at about 5 and seen them on 4. So I'm really interested to see what kind of sounds they're bringing, because like I keep mentioning, they used to bring to me a melodic kind of sound, but now I feel like they have kind of evolved into a heavier dubstep kind of sound. So next up we have ATLiens, who are a really cool duo, and this is a very kind of like diverse set. You're going to get a bunch of everything, some really heavy shit, some trap shit, some weird shit, and they just have like really cool fun sets. And if you like heavy tunes, good energy, that's where to go. ATLiens is going to be a good set. Next up we have Bilo, who I'm not 100% familiar with. I know a couple of his tracks, but I don't really know what kind of genre he falls under. I know he kind of has like a heavy, but I feel like it might kind of be like a heavy trap, not so much dubstep. Next up we have Boogie T, definitely a more wonky kind of set, and can get more chill at times. Not too heavy, honestly, but definitely can turn it up when he needs to. Next up we have Brando, who always has good energy in his sets. But I don't really listen to his music that much, but I do see him on a lot of lineups, and I do enjoy his sets, good energy, and pretty heavy. Next up, we have Destructo, who is going to be bringing some house vibes to this set, and definitely just like an OG house artist. Then we have Dirt Monkey, who is going to be bringing some more wobbly, wonky kind of sounds, definitely some more experimental kind of bass. Then we have DJ Tennis, who I'm not familiar with at all. Easy Baked is definitely going to give you more of a chill, kind of like wooked out kind of vibe. It's experimental, space bass kind of. Then we have a Scoochie, who I'm not familiar with. Ghastly sets are always fun, and they kind of go all over the place. He has some heavy tunes, he has some bouncy tunes, he has some housey tunes, he has some like trappy tunes. So definitely an OG, definitely been around for a while, and can definitely just kind of rock any crowd low key. Like he's just a very well-rounded DJ and just very experienced. Then we have Green Velvet, a house legend. I don't have too much to say about him because I don't really listen to house, but I do know he's well respected and a legend pretty much. So, you know, if you know, you know. Next up, we have a Griffin DJ set, which I feel is going to be more kind of like uplifting and euphoric, kind of like an Millennium vibe. And I guess because it's a DJ set, Griffin usually would play something live, but in this case, we're just getting a DJ set. Then we have Millennium, which is going to be giving you guys euphoric, feel-good kind of vibes, you know, that cry-bang energy. I have seen Millennium a bunch of times, and he's just not my vibe, but I do know he's well-respected. His fan base is crazy, and he can throw down. He does have heavy energy, but it's not heavy energy all the time, and that's what I need for my sets, and that's the kind of, you know, music and just environment I like to be in. Just heavy, rowdy, all the time, craziness. Let's get it. Next up, we have Enzo, who I keep seeing on a bunch of lineups, who I'm going to just make a prediction is house. Could be totally wrong, but our next artist here is definitely a house DJ, definitely giving you some bouncy vibes. He could be considered a bass house DJ, I feel like. But Joe Rod is one of my favorites, even though I am no longer really a house head. But I definitely do enjoy my bass house, and Joe Rod has always just brought bouncy, fun energy anytime I saw him, and anytime I listen to him, bro. His music is just shit I can vibe with. Next up, we have Justin J, who I'm pretty sure is also a house artist. And that's all I can really say about that. I'm not too familiar with Justin J, but I feel like I've seen him on a bunch of lineups. Next up, we have Kayvon, who I keep seeing on a bunch of lineups, and I keep saying I have never seen this artist. I don't even know if it's a guy or a girl, if it's a one person, two person, whatever, but I feel like I do need to. And it's really crazy how many artists I keep seeing that are on all of these lineups. Like, I've been doing, you know, multiple lineup reviews the last week, and all of these lineups are fresh in my mind, and like a lot of these artists are on like all three of these lineups, or at least two of them. So whoever their booking agent is definitely doing right with them. So let us continue here. Next up, we have Cascade, who is again gonna give some feel good, uplifting. I don't even know what kind of genre Cascade falls into. I feel like it's house, but like maybe not. Just, I don't know. It could be that kind of like that Zed, you know, like that feel good EDM. I don't even know what you would call that. Like big room electro house. I don't even know. But Cascade is an OG. And someone I was never really like crazy into coming into the scene. Like he just never really caught my attention because I always liked that heavier, bouncy kind of stuff, and he just never really brought that for me. So that's why I feel like he's more housey, trance, laid back, not so crazy, more feelsy kind of stuff. But the next artist here is definitely not Company. Gonna give you heavy, crunchy, crazy energy. And I've seen Company multiple times, and he always throws down crazy energy, great stage presence. And that, as I say, you're not going to want to miss if you are a dubstep fan. Same with the next one, bro. This lineup is crazy, bro. This is a nice looking lineup. We have Liquid Stranger, who is repping Wakan, and he, in my opinion, is one of the heaviest Wakan artists out there, and just one of the heaviest experimental kind of like freeform bass artists that are on the scene right now, bro. Liquid Stranger puts on crazy sets, crazy visuals, always just rocking the crowd, bro. I'm always just got my jaw to the floor when Liquid Stranger is playing. Next up, we have LP Giabi, who I'm not familiar with, but I have seen on a bunch of those lineups like I have been mentioning. Next, we have another one who I keep seeing, LS Dream, going to be giving you more experimental, freeform, kind of, you know, spacey, you know, chilled out kind of sets. Same thing with Lucid, going to give you that same kind of vibe. These are looking like Wakan artists, honestly. There could be a little Wakan takeover. It looks like there is actually. Stage hosts Wakan, so there you go. That answers that question. Next up, we have Luke Andy, who I'm not familiar with, but I'm going to imagine is a house artist. Next up, we have Mersive, who is going to be bringing those experimental, freeform kind of Wakan vibes as well. But I also feel like he is definitely one of the more heavy artists. Like some Wakan artists can just be real deep and experimental and chill and weird. But I feel like Mersive is definitely more on that heavy and grimy side. And yeah, so definitely if you're into that heavier bass, check out Mersive. Next we have Midas, who I'm really not too familiar with, so I'm not going to give too many comments on him because I do not want to be misleading you guys, which I have done in the past, and I completely apologize for that. But as you guys know, I'm really kind of focused on dubstep and rhythm, but I have been in the scene long enough to recognize some of these names and just see them, hear them, whether it's live or, you know, on my SoundCloud or Spotify or whatever. So I try to stay in the loop to give you guys accurate information, but that's what the comment section is for. If I ever say anything wrong, please correct me in the comments, but don't be an asshole about it. You know what I'm saying? We're all about positivity and love on this channel and respect, you know what I'm saying? So keep that in mind as you're watching this video. Next on here we have Morton, who I think is going to be giving some more house vibes. I don't believe Morton is a dubstep DJ, but I'm not too familiar, so if anyone can enlighten me in the comments, that would be cool. Next up we have Noizu, who has definitely been buzzing in the house community from what I've been hearing, so if you're into the house vibes, definitely someone you might want to check out. Next up we have Omnom, who I'm really not too familiar with. I feel like I should be for some reason. I feel like they're in the bass category, but I'm not all that familiar. They could totally be a house artist, I have no idea, so again, please enlighten me in the comments, guys. I know someone's got to know who these people are. But the next person I definitely know, Riot 10, gonna be bringing that heavy energy, mosh pit kind of vibes, but also can throw in some bouncy stuff, some trap, but overall definitely a heavy kind of vibe and energy with his sets. Next up we have Rusko, who is an OG, and you know, Rusko sets can go all types of ways, man. I'm not even gonna say what kind of vibe he's gonna give, because sometimes it's heavy, sometimes it's funky, sometimes it's weird. It really just kind of depends on the festival and the crowd and, you know, I guess the time, like, and what he's feeling, you know. Rusko, not much needs to be said about him, bro. He's a fucking OG. Next on here we have Seth Troxler, who I'm really not too familiar with at all, so I'm not going to say much about him. But next on here we have Seven Lines, who I am a little bit familiar with. Used to like Seven Lines way back in the day, but now I kind of feel like it's more psytrancey and, you know, feel good kind of stuff. And you guys know we're here for the heavy and the mosh pit. Next on here we have the homie Shanghai Doom, and they're going to be bringing, I'm pretty sure it's two people. I definitely met one of them, but I could be mistaken if they're a duo. But in any case, Shanghai Doom I feel like is going to bring kind of more experimental, freeform kind of sounds, but also kind of like in a heavier aspect. Following Shanghai Doom, we have Shiba Sen, who I'm pretty sure is a house artist. I'm not too familiar with all that much. Next we have Swarm, who I'm also not that familiar with. Then we have Taboo, who everybody has been telling me is a really heavy, like Wakan artist, experimental, freeform kind of bass. So definitely someone to check out if you like that heavy, because I've been hearing good things. So that's definitely somebody I'd want to check out if I had the chance to see him. Next on here we have Valentino Khan, who I've been seeing again on a lot of lineups. Someone I used to love back in the day, and somebody I'd probably still see to this day just because of how much I liked him way back when, and it would kind of be like nostalgic for me. I feel like he has a lot more energy to his sets, really kind of like jumpy and just like high energy, but he also has a couple house tracks that can get like groovy and funky. So if you like high energy and just going crazy, Valentino Khan is someone you should definitely check out. Then we have Finesser, who I'm not too familiar with, but I think is a house artist. Then we have Wooly, one of my favorites. Heavy, mosh pit energy, but also has like that psytrance kind of vibe. You know, some cry bang kind of songs, but overall, like, Wooly can definitely throw it down and give you a heavy set, and I have been destroyed in Wooly mosh pits, and I fuck with Wooly heavy, so. Continuing on here, we have Yolanda Be Cool, who I'm not familiar with at all. But last but not least, we have Zomboy, a legend, an OG, and he is just going to bring you that Zomboy sound, bro. Not much needs to be said about him, but, bro, I would love to be in a Zomboy Wall of Death, a Zomboy Mosh, but, bro, I could really go for some heavy dubstep right about now. And then we have some stage hosts here. AMF, which I don't even really know what that is. ANF, I don't even know what this label is, but I know Wakan, so I don't know if that's just two stages. If anyone wants to enlighten me in the comments, that would be dope. And then I don't really know anybody on here, but we are just going to go through the original support. And if anybody wants to shout anybody out, or, you know, oh shit, Pyro. I actually just found out about Pyro. Big up Pyro. That's fucking crazy. And Blaze. I do know Blaze. That's crazy too. Okay, let's go through this real quick. Perry Wayne. That's actually, bro, that's some dope support. Holy fuck. Okay, let's look at this real quick. We have Altruist, who I feel like I've heard of before. Blaze, as I mentioned, I'm pretty sure is kind of like a trap artist, but I feel like he also is kind of in that heavy category as well. Chris Schambacker, or I think that's how you would say it. Not familiar with. Designer Toys, I'm not familiar with. Freak Me Out. Nope. Ghost Data, Greed, Johnny Funk, Junk Food. Jinx, I feel like I've seen. I feel like Jinx is like weird, but oh wait, nah, I don't know. I don't know Jinx. KGTO, I'm not familiar with. Kiwi, Lonely Bones, Menace, Mash Bit, Nick P, Paragrime, Perry Wayne is gonna bring some heavy shit, bro. Perry Wayne is a crazy producer, and he's on the come up. He's been buzzing. Pyro, I just downloaded a crazy song from Pyro, and that shit goes off, bro. Big up Pyro, that tune goes crazy. Thank you for that, bro. Next we have Symbolism, Sovereign, and Typo, and that concludes this lineup, guys. So we definitely have some dope artists on this lineup, and if I was gonna run through and highlight it real quick, I would highlight Adventure Club, AT Aliens, Boogie T, Brondo, Dirt Monkey, Easy Baked, Ghastly, Joyride, Company, Liquid Stranger, LS Dream, Lucid, Mersive, Riot 10, Rusco, Seven Lions, Shanghai Doom, Taboo, Valentino Khan, Wooly, and Zomboy. And even down to the locals, I would highlight Perry Wayne, Pyro, and Blaze. And that would be my Ubbi Dubbi 2021 lineup review, my highlight suggested artists. If there's anybody that I was incorrect about, please let me know in the comments, guys. But other than that, I hope you guys have a dope time at Ubbi Dubbi. I don't think I'll be attending. It is just too soon, and I have too many things going on that I have not figured out with in my life. And yeah. So if you guys have any first-hand experience, tips, things that people should know from your experience from going to Ubbi Dubbi, if this was your local festival, if you've been there before, let us know in the comments. I love this channel and these videos to be a place for people to come and learn information from first-hand experience, because I like being prepared for festivals, and the whole reason I started this channel is so that I can make you guys prepared for festivals, because going to festivals is a lot and can be overwhelming, and there was really no rule book or no instruction and no guide on how to do it, and I wanted to be someone that could help do that and at least be some sort of idea, direction, or someone you could ask for help and advice. So with that being said, I'm the Festival Finesser. Thank you guys for tuning in. What lineups do you guys want to see me review next? If you guys see any lineups that come out and you want me to review them, my DMs are open at the Festival Finesser. And I'm out of here. Thank you guys for watching. I love y'all, and I'll see you for the next one coming very soon. These lineups are popping up left and right, and I am excited and hopeful for the 2021 season. Just make sure we are being safe and respectful. So, love you guys. Peace out. See you for the next one.